I'm curious if the Metcalf family held a news conference and Carmelo Anthony's dad showed up at that news conference, would you be saying the same thing?
That's the sugar honey iced tea ever.
Roland Martin. I got the first thing I want to say about Roland is the fact that he believes what he says is amazing. Two, it's amazing that he's able to brush those little bit of hairs that he have right here. He's still able to brush that straight back like that. Look at it, it's straight back. It's just straight back.
Would you call Ben Crump and say it's because I'm black?
The guy's a dick. Let's just put it that way.
As a number of white conservatives are attacking the young black man who has been charged in this case. His name is Karmelo Anthony. They are demanding that he get everything thrown at him for what took place in the death of Aaron Metcalf. So let me unpack what happened here. Guys, roll a video. So understand, so 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony, this is him being released from jail, okay? He's been released from jail. A black judge lowered the bond. Well, that black judge has been getting death threats as a result of that. That's Judge Angela Tucker. She's been getting massive death threats. Now, again, 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony says he was only protecting himself when Austin Metcalf, according to witness statements to police, tried to shove Anthony, who attended a rival high school, out of a pop-up tent when Anthony grabbed a knife from his backpack and stabbed Metcalf in the heart. Now, Anthony is now out on bond. Now, his parents held a news conference today, and the father of Metcalf showed up. Here's a tweet that racist Charlie Kirk sent out with the video from the news conference, okay? He sent this tweet out here, all right? And so you see him attacking the family and attacking activists because of what was stated. What does Kirk say? Insanity. Dominique Alexander, who represents Karmelo Anthony, just attacked Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff, for attending a press conference held by the Anthony family, calling his presence, quote, a disrespect to the dignity of his son, unquote. Kirk tweets, this is revolting. I responded to Kirk. I said, I'm curious if the Metcalf family held a news conference and Carmelo Anthony's dad showed up at that news conference, would you be saying the same thing?
That's the dumbest sugar honey iced tea ever. If the person who killed my kid, you decide to come to our conference or our meeting for our family uninvited, I'm having an issue. You killed my son, and y'all are taking up for the nigga. But that's not the same on the flip side. Oh my God. What you think so far, Miss Mika?
Hit the Cash App. Dr. Umar, they were like, hit the Cash App. So Roland Martin. I got the first thing I want to say about Roland is the fact that he believes what he says is amazing. Two, it's amazing that he's able to brush those little bit of hairs that he have right here. He's still able to brush that straight back like that. Look at it, it's straight back. It's just straight back.
Are you able to
It's like
talk
little
about
whisper.
somebody without talking about somebody?
You just want to blow it because it's only like a little bit of hair. And number three, who is the producer of this show? Why did they put that lavalier right here? Okay. Why did they put it right here? Knowing it was going to drag his shirt down and we have to see taco meat. We don't see where his neck ends.
That was on purpose. Right. He wanted you to see
and
that.
You know he gets mad. And so we got to see all that move. It's just, we have to eat our lunch. Like, we don't want to see this. I can't take him.
That
I don't
taco
take him
meat is for
seriously.
you. Do you think he's a race hustler and why?
Yes. He's a race hustler.
What makes him a race hustler?
What makes him a race hustler is that everything is about race. Everything. Everything. Everything.
Everything. Everything's about race.
Yeah. Okay. If and he'll even do it with two quote unquote people of color. Okay.
Here's one thing though, that I have an issue with.
Mhm.
I used to look up to Roland Martin. You know, me being a Democrat and unapologetic black man, black everything. We don't like white people, all that other stuff. I was that 1,000%, 1,000,000%. But I depended on him to have. I used to think that he was intelligent. I still think that he's educated. He went to
I don't think he's
school,
not
got all these
intelligent.
degrees, but intelligent. I think I think he's choosing the side he's choosing because he know how easily he can manipulate that side, and that comes off as extremely disingenuous. That shows how much of a liar he is. That shows how much of an actual hustler he is of the black race, because that's where he get all of his money from, and all he has to do is constantly sell fear to them on a daily basis. Like, he opens up shop, he put up all the nice little shiny signs. He even got one of these out here, and one of them little signs that go like this. And
Yeah. Yeah.
we have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.
Yeah. I
Really
interviewed Roland Martin, right?
I'm sorry, you said you
And
interviewed him?
yeah, I interviewed Roland Martin. And yeah, because I used to do all of the celebrity red carpets and things like that. So I interviewed Roland Martin, and one of my interviews that I did with him, like, he was just talking, and it was fine then, right? Like, I know who Roland Martin is. It was fine. And then he went into his spiel. Like, I didn't even ask, like, I made sure the question that I put forth didn't have anything racial. Okay, we were at a function for mental health, right? And I'm just like, what do you think about mental health and da 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 da. He gave a good answer at first, and then he was like, because these Republicans, they be going in there and they go take the boot. I was like,
He had to
I had
take
to
it
be
there.
so professional.
He had to take it
I'm just
there.
like, why? Yeah. So
Well, I
that's Roland
mean,
Martin.
he thought that since he was talking to a young black sister, that, and this always happened. I don't give a damn. We in a restaurant, we could be in a restaurant, a bar, Home Depot. When people got something negative to say about anything, they believe that I'm already on their side, man. You already know, man. With Trump being in office, things are effed up now, bro. I don't even know what to tell you, man. I don't know. I'm just stressed out right now. I'm trying to thank God for my blessings, but Trump. And I'm like,
Don't
okay,
you
then this
hate
don't
that? Don't you hate
everywhere I
that?
go. We
Like,
even
they
had it.
automatically think that. Like, liberals, they think that anyway, right? Like, the only thing worse than that is just like a DC white liberal. Like, those are the worst.
You said the DC white liberals?
Yeah. Like them in New York. Golly.
Yeah.
But yeah, liberals, they just automatically say that you're in their box. And I let them talk. And I just be letting them talk. And I'd be like, well, when I went to go vote for Trump, I didn't see none of this stuff. They'd be like, excuse me? I'm like, yeah. When I went to vote for Trump, I didn't see none of this. You voted for Trump. Why would you do that? Because I have a vote and I can do what I want. I'm grown. Yeah, that's what I did.
And where does the conversation go after that?
Yeah, usually vote, eyes roll, neck roll,
Yeah, you don't get too much
something.
good vibes after that, pretty much.
No.
Yeah.
Honestly and truly, if I want to actually go somewhere and I don't want to be bothered, I wear my Trump hat on purpose. Just
You
so
know what?
nobody
I
talk to me.
I seen that on a. Did you get that from Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David?
No, but I do that. I will do that on purpose when I know it's like a place where, like, people are super liberal and they might just talk and talk and talk, yeah, I'll do that. I'll wear my Trump hat.
That's smart. So on this video, though, and another reason why I played it too is because he said that he didn't. He said that the judge, a black woman, what's her name, Judge Angela Tucker.
Mhm.
He said
She's a
because she
Republican.
granted that the bond goes from 1 million to 250, I believe, to 250, that people are now threatening her life. You heard
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. Now, she's a conservative, right? She's a conservative judge. Now, the people have to understand that this is what judges are actually supposed to look at, right? And it's nothing to do with the fact that she's black. Okay. This you have to look at it by law. I can't I can't put something on you and you don't have any priors and things like that because then it looks like I'm biased, right? Regardless of what I feel about it. And if justice is supposed to be blind, the law is the law.
the
And
laws
so
blind?
I can see how even Judge Joe Brown was talking about it. I can see how she lowered it, right? But that is no means to say that she agrees with what that boy did. You get what I'm saying?
No, 1000%.
People they mix things and I don't like that because it makes it makes people look a certain way that aren't trying to that aren't trying to do things by race. They're trying to do it by the law.
Do you see any fault in Austin Metcalf in this whole situation?
Um not outside of, maybe doing from what I know, okay? Just from what I the original story. Now I'll just added on stuff. But from what I know, outside of maybe choosing better ways to, confront people and things like that, because even if nothing would have happened and if it was just a fight, I still would have told my child, like,
Yeah.
it's a better way to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. So outside of that, though, no, like I how I'm viewing it, because I don't have any other information, just the little bit of information that I do know. I see two teenage boys, right?
Right.
Muscling up for whatever reason. I don't know. But where it escalates for me is the knife.
Yeah.
If they would have fought, it just would have been fisticuffs. Okay, whatever. Boys. Eh.
And that's where I stand too. But the thing that they keep saying is that and I still didn't hear about any punches being thrown whatsoever. But they're talking about how Hunter Metcalf admitted on camera, on tape from the reporters. He admitted it. They're saying like it's a big thing. He admitted that he heard Carmelo Anthony tell his brother that if you put hands on me, then something's going to happen. And he said it a
Mhm.
couple of times. With that said, that showed that he planned on doing something to him if it went sideways. And that's why he bought the knife. He didn't even have his hand inside the bag yet, but that's something that they're trying to use for their own defense. That his brother told was a witness that Carmelo said, "Stay out of my space and nothing will happen to you." But then when he came into a space, something happened to him. And I guess that's the Carmelo Anthony's family feeling like they have carte blanche to do whatever the hell they want to do after he steps into that space. I don't believe that part. Like, I'm with you on that. The knife, nah. You touch me, I'm gonna touch you. You push me, I'm gonna
Right,
push you. I mean,
right,
as a matter
right.
of fact, you push me, I can swing on you at that point because we still dealing with hands here.
Right,
So,
right. Hey, that's what I'm saying. So I would have figured that would have came to a fight
right.
at best, right? Or pushing, shoving, whatever. And people break it up. Stop, stop, stop. You know how they do. But the knife is, and then what's his name? Anthony, he said himself that he told him not to touch him.
Yeah. Yeah. He said, I told him not to touch him. It was self-defense. He was saying self-defense right
Yeah, and
after he
then
was
he
like, I told him not
asked
to touch me.
was yeah,
Is
then
he
he
okay?
asked was it self-defense? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, boys not making good decisions, but outside of that, why introduce the knife?